All right, let's get Ampev on this. As soon as this case is over, let's get these same jurors on this. We need to investigate.
I want to talk.
Let's get the Boston police to. I mean, surely they'll get to the bottom of it.
Oh, no.
They'll figure out what happened.
Yeah.
No problem at all.
Yeah.
They'll burn the store down.
Right.
The grocery store will be destroyed. All evidence will be gone. They'll move the person to another state.
The dog.
Kiss FM, Chicago's #1 hit music station.
The Fred Show is on. Fred's biggest stories of the day.
Well, we avoid political stories, but I mean, a deal is a deal. And I have a deal for you all. And this is not an endorsement. I'm not being paid for this. I'm just covering the news. I'm a journalist in this particular segment. I am what's his face from ABC that everyone fantasizes over. David Muir.
He's my 5:30 guy. Yes,
David
so
Muir.
Hot. He's hot. Mm-hmm.
Now I got to talk about David Muir, and because I guess they ABC moved buildings or something. I don't know. But yesterday I see a video. It was from Good Morning America. Maybe Good Morning America moved into a new building with ABC News. I don't know. But they're in a new space. And so Lara Spencer, the blonde-haired lady, I don't know why she irks me so much, but she drives me nuts. Anyway, she and Sam Champion, the meteorologist guy, both with bleach blonde hair, they go up to see David Muir in the new digs. And so they're walking through like the newsroom of ABC News, and all over the walls are like 10 feet tall murals of David Muir.
As they should. Right?
All over the walls. Like, and I'm not talking about, like, when Lester Holt retired a couple weeks ago, they had, like, behind the scenes of his office. And, like, down the hall of NBC News were, like, little framed pictures of Lester, like, in Iran, and like, you know, Lester on that chopper, and like, you know, Lester with some kids, and you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, man of the people, like all the stories we've covered. No, these were literally like 15 feet tall murals of like David Muir posing in a war scene.
I mean,
and it's like him looking hot with his biceps.
Hiring?
But I'm just
him, yeah.
But I'm going, why do we need that? Like, that's very vain, don't you think? And I'm not sure that it was his decision, but like, What are we doing here? You're a news anchor. You're a journalist. Why do we have 15 feet tall posters of you?
It's like Kiki said, like, I like to look at pretty things.
Yes.
You know?
And he is a very pretty guy. No, there's no doubt about that.
So cancel the murals for you.
Well, I was going to say, yeah.
Well, that was the point I was just about to make, is that you wouldn't even know walking in here that any of us work here. They put us in a box with no windows.
That's by design.
But, like, we're the product.
Easy in, easy out.
Right.
There's
Called
not
revolving door.
well, yeah, they can't put they put a 15-foot mural up of me. They'll be peeling that thing off in 6 months. So it's like at the rate we're going now.
Knocking. I don't know if this table's wood.
That might be why they're not putting up murals of the Fred Show, because I don't have a contract, so that might be why.
Yeah.
Otherwise, maybe there would be a big mural of us. But you wouldn't even know.
So.
You wouldn't know who works here if you walked in this office. You walk in David Muir's office. David Muir is here.
Yes, he is.
But the guy, it's like 15-foot tall murals, like a bunch of them, and he just keeps walking by them like they're not there. I mean,
I like this.
Yeah, me too.
it looks like my living room at home.
Right.
My mom's got pictures
David?
of, from high school. And she's got murals of David Muir, too. I'm like, Mom, I can't go anywhere without this David Muir guy. This is wild. Anyway, back to journalism. I got a deal for you guys. The Trump Organization is getting into the mobile phone business. The company behind President Trump's business enterprises unveiled Trump Mobile, which includes a smartphone and new cellular service expected to launch later this year. The announcement coincides with the 10th anniversary of him announcing his first presidential campaign. And under the flagship plan, the 47 plan, unlimited talk, text, and data for $47.45 a month. Okay. And a $500 phone as well. So, hey, a deal's a deal. I mean, when's the last time you looked to see what you're paying for your mobile service?
Exactly. I have a Facebook ad running right now.
Well, what's funny is a few people in the office this morning, like we were talking about it in the hallway, and then someone's like, $49.95. I'm like, how did you looked, you shopped it. Don't tell me you didn't go see how much it was.
Does it only have like Truth Social on it? Like, can you only get to like one website?
You can only call Republicans too. Yeah, you can if you have any liberal friends. Actually, it's not able to connect with them.
Like, why do I feel like I can't just do whatever I want on there?
Right, it's giving it's tap 100%.
You can only use True Social. You can only watch Fox News.
And they're monitoring us, right?
But I'll tell you what though, $49.90. That's a deal. I think I pay a lot more than that. So
was it?
Yeah. Anyway, Tesla is having some issues this morning. In full self-driving mode, one of their cars got hit by a train because it went around a barrier. A Tesla Model 3, reportedly in Elon Musk's full self-driving mode, drove around a crossing barrier and became stuck on train tracks in Pennsylvania before being struck by an oncoming train. The driver was able to safely exit the vehicle before the train hit the car. The Tesla driver claimed that the vehicle was engaged in this mode when it became stuck on the train tracks, and this raises questions about the capabilities and limitations of the autonomous driving technology. And I still want to know, if you're behind the wheel and your car is driving itself and it goes around a barrier onto a train track where trains are coming, at what point do you say, maybe I should hit the brakes?
Right.
This doesn't look good to me. Maybe I should not. But no, we're along for the ride, I guess.
And if you're in a Waymo or whatever, you're in the back seat.
Yeah.
So you really can't do anything.
gotta
And the
get
doors
out.
are locked. Right. Like you can't get out.
Hell no.
No, you're driving. The thing's driving you to your death.
Right, that's
Crazy.
Final Destination.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. But I can honestly see myself, if I had one of those Teslas with the self-driving mode, I think at first I'd pay attention, and I don't think it would take very long before I'm, needle pointing and, on my, I mean, you would have a full TikTok studio in the car.
I know.
Imagine if you didn't have to focus on keeping the car straight.
You telling me. I know.
I mean, oh my God, the amount of content you would produce would triple.
Get ready with me, cooking recipes in the back seat.
Yeah, you'd be back there teppanyaki the whole thing, but they would drive right onto a train track and you wouldn't even know what happened because you're in the middle of a production. You're on take 3.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. It's like, why are we not? You're driving a large metal object. You're in it. Like, maybe sort of pay attention, like kind of out of the side of your, maybe like, I don't know, put the newspaper down for a second to see where the thing is driving. This is for you, Pauline, and only for you. Ooh. Stanford University researchers warn that popular chatbot therapists from apps like Character.ai, Replica, and Nomi are encouraging dangerous delusions and self-harm in young users. Now, you don't subscribe to any of these things. You just go to the free, or actually it's your friend's ChatGPT subscription.
Yes.
And then you type in there, what you're seeking as far as mental health advice.
I do that. Yesterday.
Oh no, I know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and yesterday I asked for advice about how do you tell a friend something. It was like ridiculous what I wrote. Like it was
What did you write?
It was just like, how do you ask a friend like that, or tell a friend that you really don't want to like spend time with them? Like I know it's mean, but I'm like just super busy, and I'm like, but how do I kindly tell them that? Because it's always the same thing with me of being busy, but it like really is. And I'm like, how do I kindly tell them that I would rather do anything else, like walk my dog, than hang out with them, but in a kind way?
That's why you texted me yesterday, Paulina.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, Jason.
She'd rather do anything but hang out with me.
Like,
Well, what did ChatGPT tell you? Did ChatGPT tell you to do?
Well, ChatGPT was like honesty. She's all about honesty, and I don't like that because I don't think honesty always wins. And she said to be
Honesty
honest.
sucks.
And and she said to be honest
Just
and
lie
just
in that situation.
let this person know that I truly am busy at the moment, but I will get back to them when I can. And I was like, this is stupid.
But you don't want to be friends with them, it sounds like.
Yeah, that's where I was going with it. But Chad wasn't catching my drift.
Okay.
Yeah.
So apparently they tested this, and bots readily supported a teen's grandiose levels and even romantic or sexual scenarios, failing to challenge risky behavior or steer users towards real help. In one chilling case, a Florida teen died by suicide after chatting with a bot posing as a licensed therapist. Another teen with autism grew hostile following viral advice from a chatbot claiming to be a psychologist. Researchers found that bots reinforce delusions in about 68% of trials, basically cheering users on rather than guiding them to support. Experts say that no kids under 18 should be using AI companions. They reinforce harmful thinking instead of offering real therapy. The APA is urging regulators to step in, saying that chatbot empathy often comes at the cost of real mental health safeguards. So we're not driving our cars. Now we're trusting a computer to tell us how to live our lives, Paulina. Come on.
I mean, like, yes, please seek professional help by all means. And if you're going to ask ChatGPT, like, ask it, like, what's for dinner? Don't ask it for, like, what should I do regarding my mental health? That's scary.
Even though that's what you do.
Not a little bit.
I thought
Yeah.
you were my therapist now.
Yeah.
A
Well,
little
yeah.
sprinkle of,
No.
of advice.
Yeah. And Wendy's is upsetting many, many people this morning. Their newest ad starts with a loud Ring doorbell chime, and animal owners are not happy, and they're complaining about it. The sound triggers dogs to bark and race to the front door, turning the ad into a nightmare for animals. I guess this is fuel now for the dogs. Does it happen to you? Lux goes crazy?
He loses his mind when he hears a Ring doorbell on TV.
So they're mad about this. I don't think you should put sirens. I don't think you should put doorbells in commercials. Sirens you should not put in commercial.
No.
If I'm driving down the street in my car and there's a siren, I'm looking up, where is it? I got to pull over. This thing going to run me over. And then I find out that it's just on the radio. You shouldn't be able to do that. The Ring doorbell chime needs to go. It gets my dogs all riled up, somebody said. Another pet owner chimed in. My daughter's little Frenchie goes nuts. You can't catch it with the mute. And people are very mad, saying that Wendy's is traumatizing dogs everywhere. So we got people getting farted on, victims. We got victim dogs this morning. We got people on ChatGPT trying to get therapized. We got people that are not paying attention. They're texting right now from a Model Y as we talk about this. I hope you got your hands on the wheel. Nothing can happen to you. But at least we got cheap cell phone service. As long as there's no branding on it. As long as no one's ever going to know.
A big red phone.
Right.
There would be,
Which is even worse somehow. Yeah.
there would be signs.
Toilet.
There would be indications. It's National Mascot Day, National Eat Your Vegetables Day, and National Root Beer Day today. We'll do the entertainment report next. Fred's show.
Not working hard. Yeah, right. Picture that with a Kodak. Or better yet, go to Times Square, take a picture of me with a Kodak. Took my life from negative to positive. I just want y'all to know that. And tonight, let's enjoy life. Pitbull, Naya, Neo. That's right.
Grab somebody sexy, tell them, hey. sexy, tell them, hey, give me everything tonight. Give me everything tonight. Give me everything tonight. Give me everything tonight. I might drink a little more than I should tonight. I might take you home with me if I could tonight. Baby, I'ma make you feel so good tonight. 'Cause we might not get tomorrow.
Kalen's entertainment report is on The Fred Show.
A follow-up to what we were talking about yesterday, a male juror, that juror number 6, was booted from the Diddy trial after the judge said that he lied to be on the panel about his living situation. Diddy's lawyers argued that getting rid of him would reduce the panel's diversity, but the judge said, nope, not today. Elsewhere in the trial, things took a wild turn yesterday as the jury was shown graphic footage of his alleged freak-offs. Their reactions said it all. One looked away, another covered her mouth, and some shifted uncomfortably in their seats as the explicit videos played. The prosecution is expected to rest soon, and the defense is up next. So we'll obviously keep you updated on all that. Luke Combs is now the only artist with 4 Diamond certified country songs, as he just added She Got the Best of Me to his list, which is my favorite song by him. The certification comes from the group responsible for certifying songs as gold, platinum, multi-platinum, and diamond. Diamond certified songs are given to songs or albums that pass 10 million certified units, which is how they measure it. Kane Brown and Florida Georgia Line are the only other country stars with multiple diamond certified songs. I think they each have 2. As for Luke's songs, Beautiful Crazy, Hurricane, When It Rains It Pours, and She Got the Best of Me Now all hit that milestone. So congrats to him. And Cleveland newlywed Jackie and her groom skipped their whole wedding reception in a full gown and tux to catch Megan Maroney live at a venue called Jacobs Pavilion right after saying I do in town there. Their wedding planner teamed up with the venue to make it happen. And so literally this was their first dance, but it was at a concert, and it happened as Megan played Girl in the Mirror. The couple swayed down a lit walkway, cameras flashing, and some people in the crowd were even crying. So that's a very cool first dance, to go right to a concert, hit your favorite song, dance, and then go back and party. That would be a dream. By the way, if you want to, as I like to say, enhance your listening experience, tickle more than just your ear holes, entertain your eyes as well, you can go to YouTube and subscribe and search The Fred Show, and we will be right there, our little faces.
Just out of my ear holes.
Yeah.
Text 855-591-1035. I love my Model Y. Oh, okay. Is it a humble brag? It's a humble brag, I think. Full self-driving mode, more than most Chicago drivers, but not enough to have a steering wheel in front of me. My anxiety wouldn't let me. Right, so you stare at the steering wheel, like you look at it.
Right.
I mean, look, it's cool. Like, that would be cool to be like, okay, here, I'm going to work, and then push the button, and then but I think, and that was my point earlier, is I think maybe for like the first, few times, couple weeks, I would be very vigilant. I'd be paying attention to it. And then once I trusted it, I'd be over here, investing in the stock market.
Yep.
Over here, putting Legos together or something. I mean, think of the time that we would get back if we didn't have to pay any attention to driving. But the problem is, then the thing drives you into a lake or onto a train track with a train coming, and you were sitting there watching it all happen, but you weren't, because you weren't paying attention. See, that's a me problem, not a you problem. I'm sure you're very vigilant and paying attention to everything. Me, I wouldn't take me long, and I'd be off doing something else.
Same.
Yeah. I want to know, 855-591-1035. I mean, this is kind of an obscure one, but I'm just curious, because I saw this morning. Have any of you, or has anyone, do you have a friend that you've never met? Like a friend, like someone that you either, like in this case, this is what the thing I saw this morning. It's on Reddit. It was a picture of a man and a woman together, and it said, met my internet friend today for the first time. We started chatting online in 2001 when we were both 16. So that's what, 24 years ago? 24 years ago, they started chatting online. They never met. They kept in touch for 24 years.
Oh, wow.
And they went to an Iron Maiden concert together. I guess they're Iron Maiden fans.
Yeah. That's cute.
But I don't know. Is it maybe, someone you talk to at like another branch of your office that you've talked to for a long time, never seen which I guess in this day and age is hard to do. People can FaceTime or, whatever, but video chat, all the different Zoom meetings and whatever else. But, like, I don't know. Have you ever chatted with someone, played video games? You ever had a pen pal?
I've made friends on Instagram, but then I've ended up meeting them like a year or so later. But I've done it.
How did you
for
meet
sure.
them? They DM'd you? They listened to the show? They DM'd you?
Yeah, I think so. And just over time, like, realized we had similar interests, and I don't know, I felt like I could trust her, and then we met up in person and ended up being a great friend.
She was an axe murderer.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you still visit her in prison right now that you're friends?
Well, if she was an axe murderer, wouldn't I not be alive to tell the tale?
Well, I think, fortunately, she wasn't able to get to you.
Oh, she spared me? Okay.
Yeah.
That's
No,
worth it.
because you were friends.
Well, that's why you meet in public
Right.
always, so you don't get axe murdered.
I agree, but like,
Yeah.
is it one of those things? Is it like between glass when you go to see her, or is it like across the table? Are you able to sit physically, or is it like a video chat on the phone? What's it like when you go to see her in prison?
Well, I usually bake a cake, put some treats in there for her.
Oh, that's nice.
It's always her birthday, which
Sneak
is crazy.
stuff in, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but none of you though, because this is crazy. Like to keep it. Especially now. And I don't know if these people live in, wildly different parts of the world or something like, really crazy extreme distance. But I just think it's amazing to think that people have been able to keep in touch for this period of time and never meet. Now, granted, when you're 16, you meet someone on a video game. You don't have any money. You're probably not thinking like, oh, I'm going to be talking to this person in 25 years. But I wonder if this has ever happened to anybody.
That's a really long time, yeah.
It has definitely happened. I feel like now, like we did the tour, and that's when I met a lot of the 13 that we've been friends for over the last 2 years that I've been here. And then you finally get to put a face to the name. But it's a few that I haven't. Like there's this one friend online named C Style. All I know is her Instagram handle. I don't know her real name. Lady Lyft Driver. I don't know her real name, but she's my friend. You know, in my head, she's my friend.
Interesting.
So it's like, yeah, like, and I know those people ride for me on social media. They ride for all of us on social media, but it's like, I've never met them in real life, but I consider them friends.
Yeah.
There are radio people that I've chatted with for years and years and years and never met in person.
Yeah.
That's true. But I don't know if they're friends. Some of them are. There are people that I see very, very rarely, but I know when I see them, I know what's going on in their lives because of Facebook. That's the only reason I still have Facebook. Is because I can quickly scroll through and I can get the birthdays. I can hit the birthdays quickly.
That's right.
And then, because that's important, I rarely will message them on Facebook. I'll cheat and I'll go to Facebook to see if it's the birthday, and then I'll text them, and then people are like, "How did you remember?"
Right.
I'm on top of it, But then there's other people that like I'll catch up with them after years, and I already know all the things they're telling me because I saw it on Facebook. But I know them. Like I can't think of anyone who I've been quote unquote friends with for years and never actually like met. Hey, Alyssa, you have an internet friend, really?
Yes, multiple.
Okay, are you a gamer? Like, how does this come about?
In like 2017, I was at a friend's house and used her PlayStation to play a game just once. And I met people who I really liked, and we ended up following each other on social media, and we talk pretty often. They give me tips on how to do my hair or makeup, and I've never met them. They live in an entirely different state.
Now, what prevents you from just... I was going to say bags fly free on Southwest, but they don't anymore. So, what prevents you hopping on Spirit and, ducking from, ducking for cover from the, fights and wrestling that happen on Spirit sometimes and just going to see these people? Like, it's modern air travel is amazing.
Yeah, I've never thought about it. I think I'm just okay with them being my phone friends. And I think it's really common for people in Gen Z to have these friends that they've never met, that they use or met through social media or other gaming.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I think eventually that my curiosity would get the best of me. I'd want to meet the people. I'd want to see that they're real. But I don't know. Maybe it's boundaried and doesn't really matter if they're real.
I just believe them.
Yeah.
I choose to believe and hope to not get catfished.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Alyssa. Have a good day.
Yeah, no problem. You too.
This is a random story, but I growing up, I had a family member who, and I don't think they do. I don't know what they do anymore. But this person had a receptionist for their office, but the receptionist worked in another office, and you hired this company to answer the phone for you, but they weren't in the same office as you.
Oh yeah.
So like this, so one, and so I would call this person regularly, and the same person would answer the phone. Never saw this person, never talked to them. They were in the same city, but like they worked in a different office, and then they would transfer the call or whatever. Every day for years, this woman, I can't remember her name, and one day I'm in a doctor's office, and my sister's there, and my mom's there as a therapist. My parents are getting divorced, and I hear this woman talking behind the desk, and it's her. It's the woman who's been answering the phone for years and years and years and years. And like I was a kid, so it was always, oh, hi, Christopher, this whole thing. And my sister, I was watching my sister for a period of time, and she was kind of acting up. And this woman stands up from the desk and starts screaming at us to like be quiet. And she didn't obviously know that like this little boy whose like birthday she celebrated and all this stuff, we'd never seen each other. She had no idea. We were just disrupting her like work, I guess. And I wanted to be like, hey, Karen, it's me. I'm the kid who's been calling to talk to so-and-so for, years and years, but I didn't have the heart to do it. But for some reason, I think about that story all the time because I was like, because this is back before you would have any way of knowing what these people look. I had no idea who this person was. Mm-hmm. It was just you call every day and you talk to, hey, can I talk to so-and-so? Yeah, sure. Hold on. Every single day you make that call and it's like, here's this person. And then she screamed at me. So it really hurt my feelings and upset me. But then what's funny is like a few hours later, I called to talk to this person, and there's the lady, hey, oh my God, it's so good to talk to you. And I'm like, it wasn't 2 hours ago, was it, lady? Screaming at me. Right. And I know if I'd said something to her, like, hey, I think I know you. I'm so-and-so. And it would have changed everything. But whatever. Holly.
Yes, hi. Holly. Good morning, guys.
Hi, it's Holly. Guys, it's Holly. Holly's on the phone.
Holly.
This is exciting.
I've been waiting for you.
You have an internet friend through gaming, and you've never met this person. What's the story?
Correct. So I've been playing this game. It's called Old School RuneScape. I probably played it on and off for about 15 years, and I made so many internet friends that you mentioned. I have a friend in Arizona, in the UK, and it's just like a great bond that we have with the game. But we all live in a different state or country.
Interesting. And so these friendships, you're appeased by them only going so far. Like they don't need to go much further. Like you don't need to run and meet these folks. Like it's good enough the way it is. They could be anyone doing anything, and it doesn't matter because it's boundaried.
I mean, honestly, if I was let's say, for example, the friend I have in Arizona that I played through the game, if I were ever to visit, I wouldn't mind saying, hey, let's meet up, because it's a bunch of us that are I'm in my mid-30s playing this game, and it's everyone resonates because we're in the same age range, playing this game for 15, 20 years, and it's just, again, it's just something that's fun.
Yeah, I think sometimes the idea of compartmentalizing a friendship and having it be in its own lane, its own little, this is my friend from the game and we talk about some stuff, but that's the expectation. Because maintaining friendships as an adult can be hard, and I think it's why many adults wind up with fewer friendships because it's a lot of work. Right. But now you got this sort of friend, but there's no real expectation. And you're vibing over the game, so it's kind of a nice thing. I don't know. Thank you, Holly.
Absolutely. Yeah, you don't have to talk about stress and work sucks. It's just you log on, you play. You're like, hey, what are you doing in the game? And you're just kind of making that own little world, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. All right. Well, thank you, Holly.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Hey, Trish.
Fred.
Hi, Trish. So you have an internet friend group, and you're all meeting this weekend. That's exciting.
Correct.
Well, how did you meet, and what's the deal?
We met on an online auction website.
For what?
Shopping.
What were you bidding on?
I was bidding on, craft supplies.
Okay, so you're bidding on this, and there's a chat feature in there or something?
Yes.
There's a chat feature, and, I kind of started out with everyone sort of harassing each other, teasing and picking on each other and being really inappropriate, and we all found out we have the same inappropriate sense of humor.
Wow, you crafters are nasty.
You know it.
Well, what kind of... Okay, is it all women? Is it all women meeting, Trish?
It's all women. There's 4 women. One's in Kansas, one's in Ohio. I'm in Northwest Indiana, and the last one is in Florida.
And so where are you meeting, and what's the agenda? And what sort of activities are we going to partake in? What sort of shenanigans?
We Well, I don't know. That's all. We left it all up for chance. So we're all meeting. I got my Southwest tickets ahead of time, so my bags are flying free.
Hell yeah. You got in before the deadline. That's right. Now, hold on. Trish, I have to ask what everybody's wondering. Is there a sexual component to this?
Well, that's to be determined. We left it open, didn't we?
Now, hold on. I have to ask. Now, again, and you can tell me this is too far, but you know me. I don't have limits. I have no filter. Are you a lesbian? Is this your interest?
It is not. I am married, and I have 3 children who I tell you never go meet up with people from the internet.
So, does your husband know that you might go and get it on the Days Inn somewhere?
We're all staying at one of their houses. So it'll be even more interesting.
Oh,
okay. So all 4 of you, none of you have met each other before, and you're all flying somewhere to meet and you're going to stay in a person's home that you've never met. Also, so this is wow. This
is way outside of my comfort zone. I'm doing it anyway.
Go ahead.
And it's happening on Friday.
Saturday morning.
And when do you get back? When are you supposed to be? Can someone check? Can one of us have
send us your itinerary?
Right. Can one of us have your location, please?
My coworkers are convinced I'm getting killed.
Yeah, I mean, how strong are your organs? I think there might be some organ harvesting going on here. Wow.
I'm the tough one in the group, so I have the least amount of fear.
This is fascinating.
Can we call you back after?
Yeah. When do you get back?
Midnight Tuesday night.
All right, I'm going to put you on hold and get your phone number because I want to hear how this. You have to promise to tell us how this all ends up. But I want to know if you're straight. Where does the sexual ambiguity, where does that component come in? Have you guys talked about all just sort of getting it on together?
Wow.
No, we have not. I'm not sure it'll be any of that. I mean, she has a wife and 2 teenagers, so she has a husband and 2 teenagers, so I don't know that it'll be on in there.
But you didn't shut it down. Like when I said, hey, crafting friends this weekend and wherever, and I asked you if there was a sexual component to this, you didn't say absolutely not. You said to be determined. So what makes you think...
You never know what can happen, right? I mean... You never know what can happen.
I do too. Just make sure there's a safe word, okay? And
They'll probably be drinking and shopping, most likely drinking and shopping. But you don't know when liquor's involved. You don't know.
Wow. Okay. Well, we're going to put you on hold, Trish. We're going to put it on our calendars. Put on the calendar to call her on Tuesday or Wednesday. Either way, I got to know what happens here. We're praying for you, okay?
Thank you. Thank you. I'll be safe.
All right. Stay right there.
She's going to be on Stay or Go in a minute.
No. I want to know why she's a straight married woman with a bunch of other straight married women. And I say to you, is there a sexual component to this visit? And she's like, I don't know.
I love it.
Why don't we know? We do know. We're just not saying more.
She's just open. So whatever happens, happens. She's going to feel the vibes of the other 3.
Those crafters, man.
They're all going to get turned out this weekend.
Hey, Bethany. See, look at this. I thought this was an obscure topic, and you guys are blowing me up. Bethany, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi. So you have an internet friend, and now you're engaged.
Yeah. So we met in 2019. I was in another relationship at the time, but we were both in an online group of people who work in hotels. And he is actually in Australia. He's Australian. And we started talking because he was helping me with an issue I had with the system at work. And here we are 6 years later.
Wow. And you've met?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I lived in Australia for a year because of him. And he came to visit me, it was COVID. So we could only talk online for 3 years.
This is like real life 90 Day Fiancé with Bethany right here. Mm-hmm. So what happened? After how long of chatting did you say, I'm going to Australia to meet you?
Well, he came to America.
Okay.
First.
Okay. Yeah, good for you. You make his ass fly 20 hours for Bethany's stuff. Yeah.
I won't be flying there again by myself, that's for sure, because that was a terrible flight.
Oh.
But he came here I think 3 years after we started talking.
Okay. Wow. So you talked for 3 years, and then was it you're engaged now, but was it when you finally saw him after 3 years of communicating? Was it everything you hoped it would be?
Yes. It was a little awkward at first because I think it was just so much of a lead up. But
a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
a lot of pressure after 3 years, I would think, for you to be in front of him and him in front of you and hope that it matches.
Yeah, luckily it did, because otherwise I don't know what would have happened. He was going to be staying with me for 2 weeks. So.
Oh, my gosh. Well, congratulations, and thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Okay, well, a lot of people do this, I guess.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Wednesday, by the way.
Get up, wake up. More Fred Show next.
At Straight Talk, we are all about no-brainers. Calling grandma for her recipe, no-brainer. Streaming one more episode at 2 a.m., big no-brainer. Getting real unlimited data where you buy bananas, the ultimate no-brainer. Switch now and get
everybody in the suite kicking up their feet, stand up, dance. I see you. And all the guys in the back waiting on the next track. Cut your boy a little slack. It's Young Jack. I'm vanilla, baby. I'll choke you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me.
Hey, better wake up. Wake up.
Thank you. I'm building a picture here. I'm building a picture. So then
You're building a picture. Yeah.
What am I doing?
You're painting it.
Oh, painting it. Ah, yes. I'm painting, building the picture.
The Fred Show is on.
Hey, morning. It's Tuesday, June 17th. Fred Show's on. Hi, Kaylin.
Good morning.
Hi, Jason Brown. Hi, Paulina. Hi, Kiki.
Good morning.
Bella Hameen's here on the phone and the text 855-591-1035. Stay or go. Brianna standing by. We'll get to some relationship drama in just a second. Shelby Shelley, $900 new player in the game today. 1,013 wins, 68 losses, 9 straight. The entertainment report this hour, too. What are you working on, Kay?
We are talking Euphoria and Jason's new favorite movie, F1.
Yes.
I told you you'd be an F1 guy.
I am an F1 guy. I saw it last night. So good.
Now you need to go watch Drive to Survive.
Is that a movie?
What's a documentary sort of thing about F1 on Netflix?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you'll enjoy.
I watched a real F1 race on Sunday, like an actual one on TV.
What, the Canadian one?
Yes.
Canadian Grand Prix?
Yeah.
Go Canada, baby.
Yeah.
What's happening?
They're so fast.
I refuse to watch F1 now because I don't want to know what happens when I'm watching Drive to Survive.
Oh, so it's like a documentary.
Because it follows the season, and then after the season it goes up. So if I watch and I know if Max Verstappen is the winner, then it's not as exciting for me. Mm-hmm. So I can't watch it. I can't watch real time. Plus, a lot of them are in Europe and they're like Azerbaijan, and they're on at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Yeah, I said that to you.
Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan.
It's an
F1 term you wouldn't understand.
Oh,
it's an F1. It's a place.
Oh,
Yeah. You can Google it and see if you can spell it. Stay or go after Dochi in 2 minutes.
Anxiety, keep on trying me. I feel it quietly, trying to silence me. Yeah, my anxiety. and I just let it take over. Anxiety keeps on trying me. Anxiety keeps on trying me. Anxiety, so I feel I'm trying, keep it trying, keep it trying. So I feel the silence, keep it quiet, keep it quiet. Oh, I keep on trying me. Anxiety, I'm trying to try.
Texted, Drive to Survive is based on the previous season, doesn't have anything to do with the current season. Right, correct. But if I watch the current season, then when it comes out this summer, or later, I guess in the fall would come out, then I'm going to know already who wins and loses and who wins the Constructors' Cup and who wins the Drivers' Championship. I would know.
Yeah.
So I don't want to know. Right. I would rather watch the show and find out that way. But if I watch each race, then I'm going to be watching Drive to Survive, and I'm like, well, there's no controversy, there's no drama here because I know the winner.
Got it.
Come on.
The Fred Show is
Stay
on.
with me now.
It's stay or go.
Stay with me now.
Yeah.
You know it.
All right. Brianna's here. Hi, Brianna. Good morning.
Good morning.
By the way, when I said to you, look up Azerbaijan if you can spell it, then someone texted me, our friend Violetta, and said that was funny. It wasn't a slam, though. I don't know how to spell Azerbaijan. So if you wanted to know where it was, I guess you'd have to get close.
Like, how many words is that? I don't even know.
Well, it's one word.
See if I can do it.
But I think I think you could get close enough but I don't think I would spell it right the first time.
I got it.
It's giving Azerbaijan.
Yeah.
Like
Country?
3 words.
Right. Who is John?
Right.
I just wouldn't get it right the first time. Anyway, Brianna, I don't know. Don't worry about that. So stay or go. Thank you for your note. You can DM us. You can hit us up, FredShowRadio.com. So you are in a new relationship with a boyfriend of about 6 months. This has been going on.
Yes. And I want to just preface by saying we are very happy. We're very into each other. And everything is great, except one thing.
Great. Nice topic. Thanks for calling.
Right.
You just want to call up here and brag. I'm so happy in my life.
Good for you.
You scrubs.
Right.
Yeah, she said,
You
don't
know?
start that.
Yeah.
Don't start that
Supportive
stuff. y'all be doing.
relationship.
Well, so what is the one thing, though?
Well, so we have a very big age gap. So I'm 24 and he is 50.
Okay. All right. So we got a nice 26-year age gap. Now I need to hear both sides.
Yes.
Now I'm not quite 50. In fact, I'm not anywhere near 50. But you know, let's defend the older. Let's defend the older men dating the younger women thing for a moment until I hear the whole thing. So how did you meet? And like, why are we talking? If you're happy, I get that it's a huge age gap. But like, what's the insecurity? Like, where does it come from? Why are we talking?
Well, we met while we were both out, and this is not like a thing for me. Like, I don't seek out men that are older than me, but we met at a bar. I thought he was much younger than 50. He does not look 50. And I approached him, and then we got along. And after talking for a while, he was like, by the way, how old are you? So I wasn't, like, looking for this, but it just kind of happened. And we've been dating for 6 months now, so it's, like, kind of getting to be time to introduce him to my family. But I'm very afraid of how they're going to react. They know that I'm dating someone, but they don't know his age.
Does he have kids? How old are his kids?
He does not have kids.
Okay, because that could get a little weird.
Yeah.
You know, if
I agree.
If his kids were, you know, close to your age.
Yeah,
that could be
been
a
there
little-
with my dad.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. Your dad has
Right.
dated someone, one of your friends, right?
Well, I'm not her friend, but we did attend the same high school at one point.
And
Yeah.
we're not friends now, are we?
We never were, but
that didn't bring
that didn't help. No.
Mom?
Right. Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
So weird. And so your family's like, oh, this is so exciting. Brianna's met someone or whatever. How do you... I mean, is your dad? Well, let me see. If you're 24, your dad could very easily be close to his age, which could make things kind of weird. I mean, are you worried about what they're going to say?
I am. I mean, I don't think they're going to tell me to break up with him, but I don't think they're going to be, like, jumping for joy about it. And my friends know about him, and they're concerned. They've told me that they're concerned.
Well, that says a lot. Now, why? it's a huge age gap, right? But like, why, if you're happy, why are they concerned would be my question.
Well, none of them have met him, and I think they're just like, why is a 50-year-old man dating a 24-year-old? Like, they think it reflects badly on him, but he's such a great guy, and they don't know him.
So I have a lot of questions. First of all, 855-591-1035. You know what do you think when you hear this 24-year-old, 50-year-old dynamic? I also would ask the question, like, why is it necessarily a bad look? Like, if you're a mature 24-year-old and he's a decent guy and he's not a perv or a weirdo or a creep, then I guess I don't know why this couldn't be a thing. Like, yeah, it's unorthodox, but like, why? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I've dated people of all ages. I'm 44. I've dated people anywhere from 25 to over 50. So I've gone both ways. But like, if I date someone who's over 50, no one says anything about that. I've dated people who are 28, and the next person I date is my age, and they think I'm disgusting for that. But am I disgusting for that, or is there an insecurity about that? It's like, you were dating someone so much younger. What are you doing with me? It's like, well, because I can like both things, right? Like, I'm not targeting 20-somethings. But if I meet someone and I connect with you, then I'm not really sure that I care about the age necessarily. But your priorities may differ. I mean, he's 50. Like, do you want kids? He may not want kids. He may not want to start now. Like, I feel like that's the kind of stuff that might get you in trouble.
Heard.
I mean, do you want kids?
She's like, received.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, yeet, you know?
Do you?
Do you want kids?
I think I do, yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean...
Better get on it.
Have you had that discussion with him? I feel like it's that kind of stuff that where you might have an issue, because you might very well be very mature for your age and find that this guy offers security and...
money,
a parental figure,
right.
You know, or something that maybe.
No.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you're allowed to gravitate towards whatever you need, right? And maybe, and there's nothing wrong. You're both adults, right? I mean, there's nothing inherently wrong about this. But I guess I wonder, like, do you think that you will align on all of the principles and all of the goals that you have for one another?
Yeah, those are valid concerns, but I am also just kind of like living in the moment of this relationship, and for the moment, it's very good.
Is he rich?
Hell yeah.
I know that's my girl.
Yeah.
I wouldn't leave him either.
No 24-year-old.
I mean, because I will say that, like, you know, when I was 24, I'm surprised that anybody went out with me. When I was 34, I'm surprised that anybody went out with me, to be honest. Like, the difference between the human being and I'm not sure if that's saying much, but the difference between the human being I am now and I was 20 years ago is significantly different. And I don't know, I'm much more settled. I'm much more kind of like, you know, I don't know. I don't have anything to prove to anybody anymore. I am who I am. I don't know. I think I'm a better version of myself. You know, back then I thought I was hot stuff, and I don't know. I had a lot to prove. I didn't have any resources. I didn't know, you know, my butt from a hole in the wall, you know, whatever. So I guess I can see why younger women gravitate towards older men. I just wonder how long you're going to be, or on how many points you're aligned. Or, hey, are you happy not having kids and being with a guy who's much older, who's rich, and there's security there? And I mean, I guess this all depends on what your priorities are, right?
God, lots to think about. Jeez.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me take some calls on this, Brianna, and we'll have to follow up. I can't wait to hear. And let me guess, Brianna. He's got money. He's mature and confident, and the sex is really good, right?
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, see.
What's the problem?
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I see no
Well,
issues.
Brianna, thank you. Good luck. Have a good day. Keep the radio on. We'll see what people have to say. Bye. Kaylin, you've done something like this.
Yeah, 20 was where I maxed out. Excuse me.
Yeah, you're a little choked up there thinking about it.
Crying.
Yeah,
I don't know.
A little emotional about it.
Yeah.
Wind beneath my wings.
Right,
you know?
right. Yeah, 20 is where I maxed out, but I don't know. I mean, I do also have concerns. Like, one of the reasons that I'm not still in that relationship is like and this is dark, but like, I took care of my grandpa as he was dying, and I was like, I'm about to do that in like 10 years for this man. You know what I mean? Like, I just felt I can't do it again.
He was in his 50s?
He was 50.
Yeah, I think you had a little bit more time than that, hopefully.
I know.
But yeah, no, I hear what you're saying.
I was like, I can't do this
you were going to be a caretaker at some point if you marry this guy.
Yeah, so that was part of it, honestly. I was like, I need a little, because I want to have kids.
But I think I don't want to say anything. I think that generally women think that men who date women who are much younger are doing it like it's only to their benefit. Like it's just about sex
No,
or
I
just
didn't
about a
feel that
young
way.
body or just about or somehow it's like naivete or lack of maturity or manipulation or something. Not every 20-something I've gone out with appealed to me, right? Like they could be banging in every way, but like we couldn't connect because we didn't have similar priorities because they were. I mean, I've met very mature late 20s, early 30s people who they're not into the partying, they're not into the things that are traditionally stereotypically young stuff that we all did, going out every weekend and going out and getting crazy, stuff that you maybe don't do when you get a little bit older. So it hasn't always appealed to me, right? Like sometimes I've noticed the maturity gap and it doesn't work. So I don't think it's and sure, I think there are guys out there with a boat and they're rich and they're old and they're divorced and they just want hot chicks and they don't care about talking to them or connecting.
Which is fine too.
And that's all right too if you're transparent about that. But I don't know that it's always as it looks. I think there are examples where it's like that, and I think there are examples from the other way where the girl has really no interest in the guy. He has interest in the money and the resources and not getting messed with, or not being with an F-boy, a younger F-boy, I guess.
Right.
And like her, like who's asking? I mean, I'm not asking ages. So, like for my ex, for example, he didn't look his age. So who's like going, wait, how old are you?
No. Well, Diane, you say this is too big of an age gap. This is a hard no for you.
Yes. When he was 24 years old, he was born. When he was 24, she was born. No, absolutely not. I have a daughter that's almost that age, and I would absolutely not be on board with this.
So she comes home with let me ask you this. She's around 24, your daughter, Diane?
She's 25.
Okay, and I'm sure that in her life you've seen her date some real douchebags that are her own age, right?
Oh, yeah.
And they're douchebags maybe not because they're inherently bad people, but because they're young and stupid and naive and immature, because we all are before we know better, right? So like there's no way that you could see this for what it is, which is maybe he's a decent guy and they connect and he's got his act together more than somebody her own age might.
I can't. That's my husband's age. It's so inappropriate. Because by the time she's going to have babies with him, he's going to be ready for bed.
No, hold on. Nothing wrong with that.
I'm ready for bed right now.
Diane, let's not pick on the bedtime, all right? Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
These are going to be falling apart. Come on now, right?
No, I see. I see the concerns, but
keep up with that baby?
I see the concerns. I see the concerns, but I guess I take it more to: are their lifestyles going to align? Are their goals going to align? Because I do think it's possible that they both could be good people. And okay, thank you, Diane. I know
good people, yes.
I know where
lifestyles aligning. No.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, Diane. Have a good day.
Thanks, guys.
Mom has spoken.
You may not want to have kids.
no.
You may want to, I don't know, travel the world and be secure and maybe that guy can offer that, and someone your own age can. I mean, I think we all assume that everybody has similar priorities, and maybe this woman doesn't. I don't. But she did say she was thinking about kids, and so that's an issue. Hey, Liz. Hi, Liz. So this resonates with you. You've been on her side of this.
Yes, not such a huge age cap, but I dated someone who was 15 years older than me years ago. I'm 30 now, and I dated this person when I was 22. And my parents were not on board with it. They didn't like it. It was more like I've never looked my age, so I look way younger than I actually am. And they just thought it was weird. And I've dated that person for 2 years, and we were like at the
Why did it I'm sorry to interrupt you, but why did it ultimately not work out?
I think it was like I had a different mentality back then. Like I wanted to go out and party and do all this stuff when you're like 20, and he's over here trying to like settle down and start a family and everything. It was more like that type of thing.
I see. Okay. So you were attracted to each other and there was like a connection, maybe physically or whatever, but again, your priorities were different.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, Liz. Have a good day.
You too.
Glad you called. That's where I think ultimately they may align. I don't know. Not every 24-year-old wants to go out and get hammered every weekend. Not every 50-year-old is like, in a recliner on the AARP website. You know, I mean, I think there's probably a compromise in there somewhere. Hey, Diane, another Diane.
Yeah.
Diane number 2.
Yeah.
Certainly no less important than Diane number 1, just the second one to call in this segment. What do you think? This is a woman who called and stay or go. She's 24, dating a guy who's 50. Her friends are concerned. Her family doesn't know. And she's been with him for 6 months and is happy, but isn't sure. What do you think?
Well, I think if she were confident in knowing that this is a good relationship for her, it's really healthy and strong. It doesn't matter what other people think, but I'll tell you, I think her parents might pick up on that and say, wow, this could be really good for you, because that's what happened with me. And I was 45. He was 23 years older than me. He was the age of my father. And, of course, they had some, second thoughts. But when they met him, they could see how he related to me and how I related to him. And it was wonderful. My mom actually cried when we broke up.
Wow. And what ultimately was the demise of the relationship? What ultimately happened?
Well, what happened was it was an energy difference where he actually had more energy than I did. I was more of a deep thinker, profound meditation, spirituality kind of a person. And he was more of a, let's go travel. Let's go here. Let's go there. And I'm the world's worst traveler. So I wanted him to be free to do what he really felt like he wanted to do. And I said, I really need to let you go.
Wow. Wow. And Diane, I feel like when people hear these age gaps, all they're thinking about, or at least the first thing that comes to their mind, is sex. The first thing that comes to their mind is this is about sex. This is about the physicality. The old guy wants young girl. And I don't that's certainly probably an element in a lot of these cases, but I don't think it is in everyone.
No. Oh, no. Gosh, no. I mean, that was part of it. And we both had kind of like wounded backgrounds in that area. But the other part of it was that we were so deeply connected in just a fundamental way that we had fun no matter what we did.
Yeah. And so, in which case, it had nothing to do with age, really. It had more to do with your interests and what you guys wanted to do in life. And I think the situation you ran into could happen if you were the same age or if you were 30 years apart. So,
Do you still think about him?
Yeah.
Oh, all the time. And we still stay in touch. He's a lawyer. He did my mother's papers before she passed. He was at my dad's funeral. I mean, we cried together. He's still a wonderful friend.
But you won't reconcile? There's no way that you can see, finding some common ground?
At this point, he's in his 90s.
Oh, that's the perfect time.
Well, I was going to say, you might want to
girl, get his papers in order.
Get some papers of your own.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Diane, I mean, you did the hard work. It's time for the payoff. You know what I mean? Oh God, we're terrible. All right, thank you, Diane. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. All right, I only have time.
Sweet.
It really was sweet.
Make me want an old man
but this
now.
is what I mean.
Yes.
I will also say 40s and 60s, I think, are probably less of a maturity difference than 20s and 40s.
Yes.
In any case. So I can see that. But from the male perspective, here comes Big Rich.
Hell yeah.
Big Rich is here.
Hey, Big
He's
Rich.
47. His girlfriend's 25. My man.
Congrats, dude.
Rich.
Come on. We don't have to make it sound like that, Fred.
Wait a minute. Is it like that? Is that what it is?
I mean, those are the numbers. Yes, those are the numbers.
And how did you meet?
We met at a mutual friend's house. So
Okay.
When we were introduced, she told me she was 28 years old.
Well, that's a big difference, Rich. 25 and 20. Come on, man. So how long have you been together?
At the time, she was 23, and she told me she was 28. And every time I saw her after that, it went down a year.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So she's 18. So you've been for 2 years, it says on the screen. You've been together for 2 years.
Yeah.
And
so
what's the future?
We've been living together for 2 years, dating for just a little over 2 years. Yeah.
Okay. And so what is the? Oh, wow. She pulled a Jason on you and just moved in and never left.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
What's the end game here? Like, are you going to get married and have kids and do all the things that you would do if you? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for. I mean, we're obviously trying to get some stuff ironed out, each of us in our lives, and then her thing is she wants a white picket fence, and then she'll get married.
Well, Rich has to get divorced, and she has to graduate high school, so there's a lot going on.
Fred, I've been divorced for 7 years.
Rich, it was too easy. I'm sorry. But no, I hope it works out. If you guys connect and everybody, and you're on the same page, and then I don't know who should judge, Rich, right?
Yeah, we get a lot of judgment online and stuff like that. She posts a lot of one of her TikToks says "Wish we met earlier," and then it shows a picture of me in 2002 and her in 2002, and it's not
I love doing that.
Yeah, that's certainly going to feed the narrative. Hey, Rich, good luck, man. I appreciate you calling. Have a good day. You're a good sport.
You guys have a good day.
All right. No, good for Rich.
Shout out to Rich.
Yeah,
living the life, man.
Yeah.
Who cares if she can drive? No, I'm just kidding.
Stop it.
Hey, no college loans for her. He can pay for it.
I'm going to get me an old man. What's the website?
I think there are quite a few.
Jason, what's the website?
It's called Grindr. If you want to jump on that.
The Entertainment Report and Showbiz Shelly next. Fred's show.
My heart's a stereo. It beats for you, so listen close. Hear my thoughts in every note. Make me your radio and turn me up when you feel low. This melody was meant for you. Sing along to my stereo. I only pray you'll never leave me behind. Never leave me. Because good music can be so hard to find. So hard to find. I'll take your hand and hold it closer to mine. Yeah. Our love is never now you change your mind. So listen close, hear my thoughts in every note. Make me your radio, turn me up when you feel low. This melody was meant for you, so sing along to my stereo.
Someone said I hurt Rich's feelings. I don't think I hurt Rich's feelings.
No.
I think a lot of people would expect me to side with Rich. It's not an automatic side with Rich.
Yeah.
Not an automatic.
In a few years.
I don't know that I do, though. That's the thing. I want whatever, whatever's meant for me.
Beautiful.
Isn't that nice?
That is.
Right.
Whatever's meant for me, whatever will be, will be.
Right.
I'm gonna do a haiku right now. If you'd like to take on Showbiz Shelley, $900 is the prize. 855-591-1035. Call now. We'll do it in a second.
Kalen's entertainment report is on the Fred Show.
I have to start out with such a sad story. Former Grey's Anatomy and Euphoria star Eric Dane is fighting ALS and has tragically lost functionality in his entire right arm, with his left side beginning to weaken. While updating fans, he shared a really frightening moment while snorkeling with his daughter, and he says that she had to pull him back onto the boat herself because he couldn't power through the water. Eric, who was diagnosed back in April after 9 months of testing, said, "I have one functioning arm, a couple more months, and I won't have my left hand either," tearing up as he spoke of how ALS could take him away from his daughters and intense physical challenges. He said, "I don't think this is the end of my story," while confirming that he will continue acting, including returning for season 3 of Euphoria. So I'm not sure if they'll, write his illness into the show or how they're going to handle that, but hopefully make him as comfortable as possible. You hate to see that. It's a terrible disease. And next up is Alex Cooper. After a number of former Boston University women's soccer players are speaking out in support of that coach at the center of her sexual harassment allegations, saying their interactions with the staffer were drastically different. TMZ shared this letter from a rep of BU women's soccer alumni signed by 99 former athletes, which states, while they do not look to, quote, diminish or discredit anyone's individual experience, they felt it was necessary to share their own perspectives as a united group. In the letter, the alumni say, "We categorically never felt unsafe under Coach Nancy Feldman's leadership," adding, "We were never at risk or witness to inappropriate behavior or anything that could be characterized as sexual harassment." The group, featuring alumni spanning several decades, went on to say that Coach Feldman's influence didn't end after their collegiate careers, as she has remained an important part of their lives, and they will stand by her. Remember, the Call Her Daddy host shared in her new Hulu documentary that the coach was very inappropriate with her during her time on the team in the mid-2010s. I don't even know how to say that. She was very clear, though, that she was singled out in that situation, so I'm not sure how other people saying that they didn't experience the same thing is relevant at all, but they felt like they needed to say that. And lastly, our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, is back September 19th and 20th in Vegas. 2 nights, 1 stage, live performances by all kinds of amazing people. Ed Sheeran, who's got a new song out Friday, Lil Wayne, Jelly Roll, Maroon 5, and more. Now's your chance to buy tickets. You can head to AXS.com, get them before they sell out, and head to YouTube and type The Fred Show if you would like to see our little faces as we speak.
Yeah, it's a little new thing we're doing now. You can listen and watch at the same time. And don't do it. If you're in a Tesla with full self-driving mode, don't think of it.
It's the Fred Show.
I don't want to be responsible.
Do you have what it takes to battle Showbiz Shelley in the Showbiz Showdown?
Good morning.
Showbiz,
Hey, good morning.
Showbiz.
Good morning.
Showbiz. Kai is your challenger today. Hi, Kai.
Hi.
Hi. Fun fact about you is what?
I cannot do a backflip.
I think that's most people. I mean, Kiki's been trying to show me how to do one forever. You should see Kiki do a backflip. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I backflip in here every day.
It's crazy.
Hey, period. I know it too.
Yeah.
I believe it.
$900 is the prize. Shelley's record, 1,013 wins, 68 losses, 9 straight. She's back from maternity leave. We got 5 questions. Let's go, guys. Good luck.
All right, Kai, good luck.
Okay.
All right, Shelley, with all due respect, get the heck out. Question number 1 for you, Kai, as she goes to the sound booth. Poof. Kim Kardashian wished her oldest child a happy 12th birthday on Instagram yesterday. What's her oldest child's name?
Northwest.
People in Venice, Italy are protesting the wedding of this Amazon founder as it's rumored to be taking place there.
Oh, man. What's his name?
3.
Wait, you're asking for the name of the person? I'm sorry.
Who founded Amazon? 2.
Oh, freak.
1.
We got 3. We got 3 left. We're good. We're good. A new video shows Savannah Chrisley and her dad embracing after she picked him up from prison. Name her dad.
Chris Chrisley.
Which Not Like Us rapper is 38 today?
Kendrick Lamar.
And which former Yellowstone star and ex-wife Christine Baumgardner were spotted keeping their distance at their son's graduation?
Shelly's got this one.
Oh, you don't want to guess?
Take a guess.
I don't. Man, Hannah Montana. I do not know.
You're so close. Very, very close. 2. Here comes Shelley from the booth. 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking things will go well for you. I'm thinking.
Think it for me. Think it for me.
Yeah, I'm rapping over here now. Kim Kardashian wished her oldest child a happy 12th birthday on Instagram yesterday. What is her oldest child's name?
North.
Can you imagine the car that kid's going to get?
I cannot.
Oh, my God, in a couple of years.
A Tesla.
Yeah, well, people in Venice, Italy are protesting the wedding of this Amazon founder as it's rumored to be taking place there.
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, new video shows Savannah Chrisley and her dad embracing after she picked him up from prison. Name her dad.
Oh, what is that guy's name?
3.
Todd?
That's right. Todd is his name. Which he looks like a Todd, too, by the way. Which Not Like Us rapper is 38 today?
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, and which former Yellowstone star and ex-wife, Christine Bumgardner, were spotted keeping their distance at their son's graduation?
Kevin Costner.
Yeah, that's right. It's a 5, and that's a win. Kai, you have to say, my name is Kai. Got showed up on a showdown. You know the rest.
My name is Kai. I sure did get showed up on the showdown, and I cannot hang with the gorilla.
Kai, you can't hang. And maybe you should do the pop it, drop it while I do the thing. Because people are missing the pop it, drop it, smack it, rub it. Whatever.
Yeah, okay.
You can't hang with the gorilla.
Pop it, drop it, roll it, pop it, style it, split it.
It doesn't work. No, it doesn't work.
It
It doesn't
don't
work.
hit. It don't hit.
It doesn't. I'm sorry, it doesn't. We're going to have to figure out a way to get that juvenile into something else. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
In the lab we go.
We're going to work. Yeah, get in the lab, P.
Start the show every morning.
Maybe
You know what?
I think that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Give me the instrumental.
Should we call Mr. Juvenile though? Like, is he gonna be cool
Let's
with
just
that?
get copyright
Yeah,
stricken
hold
right
on.
from the
No,
start
trust me.
every morning.
He actually. You can't use the instrumental.
No, it's copywritten music, bro.
We play copywritten music all day.
Not on social media and not on YouTube.
Oh, Jesus, Kai. All right, hold on. Have a good day.
figure this out.
Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
All right, stay there. Shelly, we can't put an instrumental to a
You
song.
sound frustrated.
Hey, do it. It's not my money.
His voice is high. That means
Like,
no.
what on earth with this
Jason
play?
is going to
Hey,
report us.
Hey, Fred, can you do a show with no music, no talking, no microphone, no internet, no air
You didn't say
conditioning,
on the call yesterday about the power
no
of
contract?
voice.
No, Shelly. Hey, by the way, for our friends in Norfolk and Chicago, of course, the original superstar of middays, Showbiz Shelly, 10 o'clock today. Everyone listen.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
You know what? We got the people trying to go up against you now. That won't work. We got people copying your game.
I laughed out loud.
Straight up.
Shelly.
I was like, did I miss anything? No, sorry. No, I don't. We shouldn't talk about it.
Wow, Shelly, that was ruthless.
Savage.
That was ruthless. That was ruthless. No, but now we got some other dummy competitors that have to pay for their ratings. They are playing the same. They're trying to play the same game.
Oh my God.
Now, I will admit, about a decade ago, before you worked here, we tried it too, and it failed miserably. We literally tried to do the exact same game at the exact same time, and it failed miserably. And then our competitors were stupid enough to fire you. And I don't think you were even out of the building before we hired you. And now look what happened. Incredible.
Here we are.
What a success story.
It really is. Thank you.
You come over here, you meet your husband, you get married, you have kids, you're on the #1 show. It's just, look at what happened.
Life went up.
It certainly did. What a major upgrade. You got to go this way. You got to go this way.
Bring back Shady Shelly.
You got to go this way.
No, that wasn't meant at all. It was
Read me,
literally-
Shelly. Yes.
What I heard was Shady Shelly. I heard Shady Shelly.
Sorry.
Shady Shelly. I like Shady Shelly. That's
Shelly.
a new character unlocked.
Oh my God.
The nicest person on earth.
Yeah, man.
Shady Shelly, though, is there. And if you ever hang out with Shelly and some tequila is served, this woman has the mouth of a trucker, too, which you would never expect. You'd never expect it from showbiz. I was too.
Shocked.
I was appalled.
Like pearls.
Like a little dinner this weekend. I'm so excited because I haven't been out to like anything in forever. But I don't know because I'm breastfeeding, so I don't know if I'll have tequila. But I'll let you know. Girl, pump and dump.
I was going to say pump and dump, girl.
Yeah, Shelly.
know, but I
Shelly,
feel
after a couple shots of tequila,
You deserve it.
is entertaining as hell. Loud,
Ooh.
profane.
We need
it's
that on a
amazing.
tangent.
I love
Yes.
it.
We
Shelly on a
do.
tangent, honey.
Oh yeah, next tangent live that we do. Next tangent live that we do our podcast when we do a live one because that's what the Tangent Live is when we do it live.
The Tangent Live
That's-
is like my worst nightmare.
No. It's a couple shots of tequila. You show up.
No, I don't wanna
You're
do
part of the next one.
I don't want to do it.
Actually, no.
No, it's happening.
I don't blame
Gotta
you.
go.
They talk too much.
It's
Shelly.
happening.
They
All right,
tell
good.
it on you.
Oh my
It's been decided. 950 is the price tomorrow. 10-14. 1,014 wins and 10 straight wins. Shelly, have a good day.
Okay, you too.
Wow, shady Shelly right there. That was wild. I didn't think she had it in her. Oh, but she does.
More Fred Show next.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on home and auto insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check your house.
yesterday.
Yeah.
So why would I do 75 to get soft?
I don't know.
I would do 75 to get hard, I guess, but I wouldn't do 75 to get. I mean, I already am.
Yeah, same.
I am soft to medium, so I'm not trying to get soft. I mean, the 75 soft is going to Culver's every day or something wherever, eating McNuggets every day. That's the 75 soft.
Exactly. And I didn't know that because I got the app. So I guess you could do, like I said, hard or soft. But I guess it just means, like, how intense do you want this to be?
Mm-hmm.
So,
I
like,
don't think it was, like, the outcome of your body.
No.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Oh. Well, because, I mean, 75 hard, it means that the hard you would be, like, ripped. Honestly, this is what the Catholic Church, as a Catholic, I can say, what we need is a rebrand.
Yes.
And you would be the guy to do it.
Imagine the pink smoke that would come out when I get elected.
Fred Show is on.
Still think it should have been you, Jason.
It should be.
If it was going to be an American Pope, it should have been you.
Yeah, Leo or me.
They talked to you. I know they talked to you about it, but you couldn't come to terms.
Just really busy.
Yeah.
You know? I don't even really know where Rome is. Like, I'd have to figure that out.
That would be helpful to know where it is, yeah.
Probably Europe somewhere.
Yeah.
Probably?
Probably.
Yeah, it's giving Europe. European.
Is it?
Am I right?
Oh, boy. Hi, everyone. Tuesday, June 17th. It's the Fred Show. Hi, Caleb.
Good morning.
Hi, Jason.
Hi.
It's giving Europe. Hi, Paulina.
Hi.
What's Azerbaijan giving?
John? I know John.
Yeah.
I saw John last night.
Kiki.
What up?
It saved me. Bella Hameen's here. Emma from the sales department's here.
Hello.
What is this about?
What is this?
Like, they got salespeople coming in and sitting here and watching this train wreck of a radio show. It's an absolute abomination. Why? What do they think is going to happen? Like, you're going to see that we talk into microphones since they hide us in these boxes? Is that what it is?
Pretty much. They just want us to watch all the magic behind the scenes.
Magic.
Yes, so exciting.
Yeah. It's better if you don't see how the sausage is made, I think. I don't. Are you impressed so far?
I'm impressed. Very impressed.
Okay. That sounded authentic. No, they got salespeople coming in here, who are like, they sell the commercials. They got them coming in here to watch us do this. Truly, because otherwise this is like an H&R Block. Like, you wouldn't know that we're not like a finance company or something if you walked in this office. Like, there's no microphone. There's no window to anything. They lock us in a room with a lock on the outside of the door, and they let us out when the show is over. Like, you would never know what we did here. She could sell anything. Magazines, for all I know. Have you sold anything else besides radio commercials?
Not really, no.
Okay. All right, so a lot of experience required.
This is the first gig.
Hell yeah.
That's all right.
Everybody needs one.
No, you're exactly right.
How do you think I got here?
Emma from sales, the newest member of the show. Do you? Are there any accounts that you're working on right now that are maybe not responding to you as well as you'd like? That maybe we can just call them out right now. Would that be helpful to you?
I just touched down here in Chicago,
I see. Okay.
So I don't have anyone that's on my
welcome.
Well, you let us know. You let us know if anyone's giving you a hard time, because Kayla knows just how to get their attention. No, we'll get people to call you back. They won't always be happy when they call, but when they call, at least you've got them on the phone. You can say, well, while I have you,
they will call.
So there. Okay, as a salesperson, what is your response to an objection? So, like, if someone says to you, Emma, I'm not interested, like, how do you say, like, how do you get them to be interested in something? Because I watch these videos on TikTok. There are these guys who specialize in, like, sales, and they'll tell you the script to how to get people who told you they don't want to do what you're saying. And so, like, if you call me at Fred's car dealership and I say I don't want it, then what do you say then?
I like to hit them with some questions, make them talk their way out of it, take the pressure off me. And then we'll get to the root of it. Do you really not want it, or are you just really annoyed with me calling you, which is fair? And I think sometimes I just hate to pick up the phone.
See, I would listen to this. I would have it if you were like, look, I know you're annoyed with me. I'm just like that. That's
I'm sold.
Right. That's the kind of approach where I'm like, all right, that's non-threatening.
Take my money.
I'll listen to you.
I love a question.
But there are all these guys that do like. Have you seen the guy who's like super buff and bald who does the car dealership sales training?
We have different algorithms.
Yeah, I don't see that. Maybe I should.
I don't know. I forget what the guy's name is, but it's like he's like really like masculine and aggressive, and he has like he goes to car dealerships and he trains salesmen on how to deal with like an answer to every question. But like it's a script, and it's if someone laid the script on me at a car dealership, I would know exactly what they were doing. I would start to get annoyed. But you're like, hey, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to think about it. Well, why do you need to think about it? Do you have all the information that you need to? I've given you all the information. What would be your objection? Or he has a response to when they say, I got to go home and ask my wife. And what if she says no? Like it's like a challenge. Like he almost like emasculates you so that you're like, well, wait a minute. No, I don't need permission.
No woman.
I don't need permission. I'll buy this car right now. Watch me. And I'll send you that. Maybe you can learn something.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously.
Emma. Well, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. And I don't know that you are going to learn anything from this, but waiting by the phone, why did somebody get ghosted? That is next. It's the old Elvis Duran thing. If you walk in here, then I get to talk to you. Sorry.
Wasn't expecting this, honestly.
I bet you weren't.
It's fine. It's cool. You can say that we are nothing, but you know the truth. And guess I'm the fool with their arms out like an angel through the gosh unreal. I don't want to call it off, but you don't want to call it love. You only want to be the one that I call baby. 'Cause I'm My skin in your teeth, can't see the forest through the trees. Got me down on my knees, darling, please. Oh, I lose control when you're not next to me. I'm falling apart right in front of you. Can't you see? I lose control when you're not here with me. Yeah, you're breaking my heart, baby.
103.5 Kiss FM, Chicago's #1 hit music station.
Kalen's entertainment report is on The Fred Show.
Matthew Perry's doctor, Salvador Plasencia, has pled guilty to 4 counts of distributing ketamine to the Friends star who died of an overdose in October of 2023. Salvador acknowledges in the plea agreement that he repeatedly provided ketamine without a legitimate medical purpose in the weeks leading up to Matthew's death. Matthew, of course, was found dead in his hot tub at his home in the Pacific Palisades at just 54 years old, and Salvador faces a maximum sentence of 40 years in prison if found guilty. Moving on to Jeff Bezos, the Amazon founder, if you did not know, if you somehow live under a rock, and his upcoming wedding to Lauren Sanchez in Venice, Italy, where Venetians gathered to protest the couple's upcoming festivities over fears of disruptions in the city that's already impacted by mass tourism. So one sign read, "No space for Bezos." And even though most of the details surrounding the wedding are unknown, one citizen said, "We have our moles as for figuring out if they're having it there." One protester who helped organize it said he may be getting married at a certain venue there, and he says Bezos will never get to that venue. "We will line the streets with our bodies, block the canals with lifesavers, dinghies, and our boats." So they really don't want
Not that bringing
this.
the dinghies out.
Well, girl, Venice is home to, you know where Venice is, right?
Venice.
Yeah.
It's giving Italy.
Okay, yeah. I
France,
think I might have
Italy.
even said that. Oh, okay, yes, Italy.
I'm glad that it's giving that. It
Yeah.
gave that.
It's that one where those guys
is
like
that.
drive the boats, like paddle, and you like sit and go under the
bridge.
canals.
And they
yeah.
sing?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
There's
yeah,
one in
yeah.
Vegas too. But the actual Venice is home to about 50,000 people, and they get like 20 million visitors yearly, mostly day trippers from cruise ships or other cities. So far, about 30 of the 280 water taxis have been reserved for the wedding, and only 3 or 4 hotels will be used for the event. So they really don't want it. Good luck getting married there. I'm sure he has his ways, but they said no, thank you. And lastly, Brad Pitt looks smoking hot with his girlfriend Inez at the F1 movie premiere in New York. They look really cute. They were laughing, giggling. They seem really happy. Brad plays a fictional F1 racer, Sonny Hayes, in the movie, but he ditched his racing suit for a navy blue suit and white button shirt. And she looked really hot too. She had this like white see-through thing on, and there were real F1 stars there, by the way, and their hot girlfriends as well. And they also got a private screening last month. Jason saw the movie last night.
You were there.
Yeah, I
What
was
did you
there
think?
last
Yeah.
night. It's really good. I mean, I don't know. I was thoroughly entertained. I had chills at one point. Brad Pitt is shirtless a lot. He's in the shower.
There's a love story,
He's
right?
like 84 years old, right? I mean, he looks really
yeah,
good.
but that's my type. Yeah. But there's a love story. There's fast cars.
So this, and you didn't know the reference, but this is Days of Thunder 2025 is what this movie sounds like to me.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds right to me.
Yeah,
Days of
Brad
Thunder.
Pitt
Totally.
is reprising the role of Cole Trickle from whenever that was, 19 something.
His name's Sonny Hayes in the movie, so it's giving sort of
Oh,
the
there you
same
go.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I wonder if his
Sonny
girlfriend.
Hayes, the least likely F1 driver name, like Daniela Ricciardo. All these guys' names are like, you know what I mean? So
pretty.
Lando Norris. It's not Sonny.
Right, it's the American.
Yeah,
Sonny Hayes.
No.
coming in.
There's no Steve in F1. You know?
Well,
Sorry.
he looks really hot in the movie, and it's a fire soundtrack. So
it is.
go see it if you want to see hot Brad Pitt and hear good music. By the way, we have been live on YouTube, Fred Show, or The Fred Show. Is that what we search, Kiki?
Yes.
The Fred Show, and you can see our little faces. She just threw up a peace sign.
I did.
If you're watching, also search The Fred Show on demand if you want to catch up on anything you missed on the free iHeartRadio app.
I'm waiting to get caught doing something I'm not supposed to be doing with these cameras.
We already did.
I'm waiting too. For you to get caught. Not me.
Oh.
I know.
Jason and I already did that.
I'll have to keep my shirt on now.
Yeah.
I used to take my shirt off around this time of the show, but I won't do that.
And if you miss it live, you can go back on our YouTube and watch the live from that day.
Yeah, like, I don't
and it
know
can't be
about
edited.
that.
Like I
Yeah.
can't fix anything. So whatever
Change
you guys
that.
see, that's between us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remind them.
Kiki's not real happy with the engagement on the YouTube. So if you like Kiki, if you could take a second, if you care about Kiki at all,
All two of you, yes.
Then so that means we're gonna get 2 more subscribers. Then go to our YouTube and type in the Fred Show and subscribe.
Please.
And while you're at it, go to the Instagram and Facebook and all the rest and follow and subscribe because Kiki, it makes Kiki feel good.
It job
And it's kind of your
security, man.
domain. So
kinda, yes.
yeah, she's got a spaceship in front of her. You should see her. She's got a beret on, and she's got a director's chair.
Yes, I love the chair.
And she's got one of those things, I don't know what they're called, like with the square thing that action.
Yeah, my little action box.
You know, that thing? And she's always doing that, making me hold it
Right.
and all
She's
this
like,
stuff.
we got Fred in 5.
Right,
I'm like, oh,
exactly.
okay.
I'm like,
Back
where's
flipping
craft
the hair,
services? You know, where's
Yeah.
I need what's on my rider if you expect me to perform at this level.
Yeah.
Okay.
So go watch, guys.
Yeah, do
Please.
that. Trending stories quickly. Trump Mobile, guys. The 47 plan, unlimited talk, text, and data for $47.45 a month. You can get a phone for $500. Why do we have this? I don't know. A Tesla in full self-driving mode got hit by a train after going around a barrier. So someone in their Tesla Model 3 just driving around, letting the car do it for them. The car then decides that the barrier's in the way, there might be reason for that because the train was coming. So it drove around the barrier. The person was able to escape. But how about we maybe pay attention? Therapist chatbots are encouraging users schizophrenic delusions and suicidal thoughts. Paulina, pay for a therapist. Stop going on ChatGPT
You guys,
for life advice.
Our insurance, though.
Well, there is that.
You know.
Yeah, ChatGPT. Yeah, okay, well, okay. Yeah, it's cheaper than... ChatGPT is cheaper than our copay. You're right.
Oh, no.
And Wendy's has upset many people. They've been terrorizing dog owners for over a month with a Ring doorbell commercial. I guess it starts with a loud Ring doorbell chime. Animal owners are not happy. The sound triggers dogs to bark and race to the front door. The ad has become a nightmare for animals and pups everywhere. So people are mad because they have nothing else to be mad about, I guess. It's National Mascot Day, National Eat Your Vegetables Day, and National Root Beer Day. The fun fact is...
Wake up. More Fred Show next.
It's Fred from The Fred Show. My friend Amy Witherite from 1-800-TRUCK-WRECK is here, and we've played this game before.
Fred's Fun Fact.
Fred's Fun Fact. The more you know, the more you know. You can learn so much to
Learn so much. Guys, did you know the inventor of the Frisbee became a Frisbee after he died?
What?
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah, that's true. So Walter Morrison's the guy's name. He died and was cremated in 2010. His family turned him into the very toy he invented in 1955. It's known as the Pluto Platter before Whammo named it to the Frisbee. But yeah,
beautiful.
They turned him into a Frisbee. That's like the dude who invented Pringles is buried in a Pringles can.
As he should be.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay, but the Frisbee dude becoming a Frisbee, that's not okay?
You don't want people throwing you around in the afterlife.
Right.
Like, put
Well,
me down.
I doubt it's being confused as like,
A dog catches it.
Right. I doubt they're tossing it to Fido or whatever. I mean,
Benzo running around with me.
yeah, no, I don't think so.
More Fred Show next.
Right here.
At Straight Talk, we are all about no-brainers. Calling
Yes.
But when you bring it here, I think I get less.
Canadian dollars.
Yes. I
Why are you
converted.
shopping in Canadian dollars in the United States?
Girl, times are tough. Okay, I told you.
Well, they're a lot tougher when you do it that way. So, yeah, I don't, Paulina.
Why did you transfer your money?
Yeah, right. Why?
Don't worry about it. Move some money around.
Why are we moving money to Canada and back?
I told you, move some money around.
Don't move it that way, okay? That's not a good way to do it. Our money's worth more than their money right now.
Girl.
Okay, and the way that they're retaliating is by sending smoke right at our faces.
Girl.
Kayla.
What, Christopher?
Jason. On the floor.
I just can't sometimes.
stand me
I
as a
just
friend,
can't.
I know.
No, I love you. I love you deeply, but you like stand on business, and it's exactly the opposite. And Kiki, you have a demographic of fans that I never knew about.
Really?
It is 50-plus-year-old white men.
What do they wear? Come get me. I've been here every day.
The Fred Show is on.
It's Tuesday, June 17th. Hi, everyone. Kaylin, good morning.
Hi.
Jason Brown's here. Paulina.
Hey.
Hi, Kiki.
Good morning.
Showbiz Shelley Bella Hameen, whole crew, blogs, audio journals in just a second. The entertainment report's coming up too this hour. What are you working on, Kay?
A petition signed by a lot of people against Call Her Daddy host Alex Earl. I'll tell you, Alex Cooper. I did the Kiki thing and I mixed them up. Alex and Alex, they're both blonde. Alex Cooper, I will tell you why.
All right, that's coming up.
Yeah, they talk about it.
Yeah, they talk better than they type.
Talk about it.
These are the radio blogs on The Fred Show.
Like we're writing in our diaries, except we say them aloud. We call them blogs. Kiki, go.
Yes. All right. Dear blog, I've been working on bettering my mental health, okay? And in this journey, in this process.
What's that like?
I was on Instagram. Well, I was on Instagram. And as I was scrolling, I kept seeing this meme that said, for your mental health, always have a trip planned. Like, always give yourself something to look forward to. Mm-hmm. So now I'm on my journey, okay? Even if I don't really have the coins, I'm going to pretend like I'm going somewhere. I'm going to plan something, like I'm driving 2 hours. You always should have something to look for. And I feel like since I planned these, well, I didn't really plan them, my sister did, but these trips that I have coming up, now I'm so excited about life again. Like, I know I'm going somewhere soon.
Well, where are you going?
Okay, so first we're going to Maui for my sister's birthday.
Oh, just a casual trip to Maui.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Helena she doesn't play about her birthday.
Oh, she's a Leo, yes.
She doesn't play about her birthday. Right. So that's the first trip. And I thought my girl Paulina just came back.
Yes,
right?
I did.
So I know she can give me all the tips and tricks or whatever.
Got you.
So I'm looking forward to that. And then after that, I'm going to Greece in October. Right, girl, right. Okay, because my friend won an all expense paid trip. And
I was going to say, I thought you didn't have the coin, and now we're going to Greece.
You see what I'm doing, though? I'm flying to Maui with my sister on her dime, and then I'm going to...
Wait, she pays for you to go on her birthday trip?
Well, so I put it like this. She works out the accommodations, and I pay for the flight.
Okay.
It's her birthday.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right, that's not bad.
Yeah, and I'll get her a nice little gift. But... still.
Wow, Maui and Greece out there on the horizon.
Yes, and so now I have such a brighter look at life. Like, I
bet.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, usually I'm looking forward to like work opportunities. That's what gets me excited. That's what gets me going. But Instagram told me that I need to plan trips, and as a Sagittarius, I want to go.
Now there is something that the internet is positively contributing to.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I know you keep a trip. I do.
I do. I try and put stuff out there. I try and put stuff out there for the same reason.
This weekend, you said we didn't.
This weekend, and then next weekend, I'm going to South America.
See?
Wow.
What? It's
Uruguay.
crazy.
Uruguay.
Yeah.
We are worldwide.
We are.
And Kaylin keep a trip because of somebody's getting married.
Oh, yeah. People are always getting me. I too have a trip to Hawaii next year on my own dime.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Maybe you should go with Kiki's sister.
I know.
Maybe Helena should take you.
Well, I love Helena.
Yes. Pay for it. I'm in. Yeah, let's do it. Can I come on her birthday trip too?
You can.
I need a place to stay.
Come on.
Fred shows up.
Now he's thinking about me every night. Oh, is it that sweet? I guess